Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Hero Build series. I am Sylphin. In today's video we're taking a look at Narbash. We did this build before, but we have tweaked it, made sure we had a ward at all times, really made sure that early game's nice and squared away in a build I'm calling Rhythmic Healing. So ladies and gentlemen, what have we done? We're basically starting off with the Shepherd's File because he can't heal himself, so we want that mana, and so we can also heal our allies. Then 2 strikes in this early game really enable us to get those last hits, be a little bit more helpful. Guardian's Ward, then Circlet of Health. The Circlet of Health will be very nice to obviously heal our allies. As long as we are with them at all times, we will be even more helpful than usual. Now what I did was at the end game we switch out our Guardian's Ward for a Brawler's Ward. Now you might seem that that's kind of backwards than what kind of should happen, the Guardian's Ward being more health, but we are getting super tanky with this build, so we're actually going to use the Brawler's Ward for a little bit of damage, which it certainly does help. It really does help. I have noticed that not getting damage on any hero really, it hurts. When you are in lane, when you are anywhere really, it really helps. I'm going to start off with Thunk here, just so that I can stun some people and make sure that maybe I can get away. So this Bellica is coming up. And I'm going to get away here and use actually my Thunk. Damn, to get that last hit, but I didn't. So I mean, I don't know, it's up to you whether you get your Thunk or your March first, just because you would, dang it. Just because the March would enable you to get away quicker, but I do find that anybody that's going to gank you is going to have some kind of stun, usually, so the movement speed's not really going to be as helpful as just stunning the enemy just outright. Do that here, and yeah, so the second ability we will go for though will be March, because as long as we can get away from the enemy with that 160 max movement speed, will be very strong. So another thing about the March that you need to be aware of is that what it does is also speed up allied minions, so you can use it to get some lanes pushing in the right directions, so that you can push a little bit more than otherwise. There we go. We did get a counter pick here in the early game, so that's good. Make sure I get these last hits. There we go. Yeah, so we can solo lane just fine as long as we keep these nice and kind of frozen like this. Now, what I did say before, we are very tanky. We have 3 Guardian's Wards, we have 3 Tempered Tune Plates, and it should be very nice to get, almost get these last hits here. Damn. So we're going to be incredibly tanky. We will be able to pretty much stay alive as long as we really want. And that's going to be very nice because I think Narbash really works well with just being a big body in just being a really big body in these team fights, just being kind of a nuisance with your body. I don't know how else to say it. So there is that for sure, and we're trying to really. We're really trying to take that into account, trying to just be a really big nuisance as much as we can. And do this. Trying to actually Thunk her here so I can get maybe in behind her. I'm going to do this to give him a movement speed so he can stay on and do as much damage as possible. Very nice. And I'm going to grab that blue orb so we can use our E here to heal us. That was the last ability we went with, and it is called Song of My People. I'm actually going to use my Shepherd's File as well, just so that we're not too mana starved here. Now, what the Song of My People does, it gives you 6 mana per, 6 health regen per second to yourself and nearby allies, but it costs 12 mana per 1 second while active. So you can see that is a very inefficient So don't have it on for too long. It's really not that effective of an ability, unfortunately. First card we're going to go here for Guardian's Ward. Some minor strikes and some lesser health. That lesser health, 200 health, is going to be really, really nice. So don't underestimate 1 or 2 lesser healths there on a Guardian's Ward in the early game. Really, really strong. Now, the last ability we got was his ultimate, and it's a pretty good ability if I don't say so myself. What it does is called Crash Bang Boom. It's at 450 physical damage over 3 seconds. It's a fairly significant amount, and especially here in this early game, it'll be actually quite... Damn it. Narbash has a really big problem with his basic attacks getting queued up. Like there! I didn't press the button, but he swung. So it seems like he has a problem more than anybody else with that. So just keep that in mind. So his ultimate, it slows down enemies around you by 200 max movement speed slow, and then it ends with the knockup. I don't remember if the knockup, damn it, if the knockup, if the knockup deals like 50% of the damage, like a lot of other people's ultimates. I'm not sure. I don't think so, to be honest with you. But it might. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm not actually too worried about this Bellica. I'm gonna see if this Sevarog can come in from behind and use his ultimate. Very nicely done. She is so dead. We're gonna. Ooh, very nice. And yeah, so nice. She accepted her fate with grace and dignity. So, all right. So there, you can kind of see what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that Sevarog to hit her back so that I could use my ultimate to really make sure there's no way in hell that she is getting away. That's going to be a theme with Narbash. I'm going to make sure that I keep my thunk, my stun, for key enemy ultimates and or moments where if we know if they can just get away, then I can stop them and hopefully secure the kill. So I need help to attack the left lane here. And let's see, 5 minions, 4 minions. I'm going to wait till there's about 2 and then head on back. Although there's a next minion wave coming right away, so actually it's going to be very nice. Come on, where's the next minion wave? Oh. Just a little bit. Ooh, very nicely done by that Bellica. I'm going to try to get my E off, and no. Alright, so hey, we assumed that frickin' minion wave was going to get in there. I thought that Sevarog was going to kill him, so that was very unfortunate. Indeed, after this Guardians Ward, going for the Circlet of Health, I mean, hey, that would have maybe ticked off, you know, enough times over there to keep us alive in that engagement, but hey, we didn't have it. So why are we going for this? It's going to act like a health potion, kind of like about half a health potion, but for all the time to us and the us and our allies. That's going to be huge, huge to our allies and our selves here in this early game, and then it kind of starts to fall off, right? 4 health per second in the late game really isn't all that much. 3 card power, and we're going off for our first tempered or tuned plate. So we have to do analysis, energy, energy, energy. 2 physical damage here that it looks like they're going to be pretty hurtful. So it's going to be definitely a high damage build. So here, so we're going to start with a Toon Berry, but there's one that is weaker than the other, and that is the one we actually save for last in this build. Yes. So here we're going to go for the Tuned Barrier here. The strong one actually places a strike token here, and we're going to get a health potion, or health token rather, in that 4th slot, just so we can use all of our card power as much as possible. So, one of the best things about... Oh, so yeah, definitely she has a Yeah, there she is. One of the greatest things to do with Narbash is come in from behind on the enemy, so that you're able to surprise them, and then you have your thunk and your ultimate as well to obviously take care of them. If you can do that, really, that's how you secure kills on the enemy. He is actually surprisingly good, not ganker, but a good flanking hero. You definitely have to flank with Narbash, and because you can do tons. You can do tons. Again, with your ultimate, you can come in from behind or even from the side. Oh boy, you can get a good ultimate on a lot of the enemy team and make sure that you can make stuff happen. So here in the mid lane, that's a great opportunity for me, but I mean, we don't have somebody like Howitzer here in this left lane who'd be much better in this lane than I would be. So we're going to try to maybe mention that to our team here. I want these last hits. There we go. Here, I'll mention that to our team right here. Alright, so how we use be much better for the team in this left lane. So why do we want him? Because as a support, I have crowd control, I have stuns and stuff that would be much better in a team fight than anything else. So here, now that this lane is going in the proper direction and I don't see the Bellica, I'm going to actually try to join my team here. The Bellica is here! Okay, we're going to come in from behind, see if I can actually kill her. I don't think I'll be able to, but we're going to see here. So yeah, so let's use the ultimate here. We're going to actually do a surprising amount of damage here. Here we go. And body block. Look at the big, huge body of Narbash. Look at that. Just body blocking alone just can do a crazy amount of stuff. And I don't think that she is going to get away whatsoever. Okay. Well, very nicely done, Bellica. And now I'm dead. So, hey, great job from the Bellica there, taking me out. And yeah. So my team's not rotating, not doing anything there. I did a fantastic job on that Bellica, but she got away. Used her minions very, very well, indeed. So here, we're going to go for... This build is really easy to remember because you just fill... you get 2 strong tanky cards to account for just 3 and 2 or just 4 and 1 of the damage types, right? And then that the third one that we're going to get here is going to be one of these weaker ones, and that is the one that's going to account for the majority of the damage. So really kind of quite simple. Just get a 5-3-3, 5 health, 3 guard or barrier, 3 health in both of them, and then you can get a weaker one that accounts for the majority of the damage type from the enemy team. Alright, take 2 against this Bellica. Let's see if I can have round 2 on her once again. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Oh boy, you've made a nasty... Oh boy. Well, that's just how it works, I guess, sometimes. And there's a Grux, so I can't do anything. Defend mid lane. Holy smokes, this team. Okay, so it looks like we're just... Yeah, so this not that I am calling this. I'm going to continue to try my best at all points and make sure that we... You know, whoa, what the deuce is happening here? Yeah, so there's really nothing here that's gonna make this work here. Yeah, oh, fuck's sakes, no, fuck you. That's just a pile of horse shit. I fucking just hate Grux's. Oh, very nicely done. Good, nicely done. Can we punish him, please? Of course, I use my stun, so. See, okay, well, Nothing happened. Alright, so, hey, some pretty poor play so far, but let's see. What can we do? Not sure if I'll be able to... There we go. Go do this. So we can jump back onto this Bellica here. Nope. Sorry, Bellica. I'm going to be able to do that here. But looks like I'm just dead anyways. Alright, so hey. I'm going to do this. And let's see here. I'm dead. The Kwang was somewhere else. Grim should be able to take care of her. She's playing with you. Playing with you. There we go. And our team's going to get collapsed on here and taken down. So after this, we're going for the Tuned Berry. I'd like to get the Alpha Health, but I think we are at a disadvantage here quite a bit. Actually, you know what? We can actually do it. We're going to undo, get rid of this health token and the strike token, because now our damage is really falling off, so we can get rid of that and go for the Tuned Berry. All that that Alpha Health just really going to help out the sustain department for sure. Alrighty, let's see here what we can do. I'm going to try to come in from behind. And, yeah, so let's here secure the kill here on this gadget here, get our pick, and hopefully, yeah, take her out. And we certainly, I'll use my E here and my Shepherd's File. Get my guys nice and healthy. Continue pushing this lane here. Stick around just so that Shepherd's File to work a little bit. And hopefully, guys, we can really get them healthy, keep them in the game here. And looks like maybe we can get this mid lane down here. So our ultimate's actually pretty good. We have no wards, though. No wards to keep us safe here. Put a ward down there. There's the enemy ward. Yeah, so the enemy team's just doing a really good job of playing us, but that's okay. Still try our best here. So Graham is pushing left, and I'm going to just stay here, make sure that our howitzer stays nice and safe, and that Grux, though, I feel like is going to kind of come out of nowhere. So I'm going to actually come over here, and I'm going to... Oh, but he knows, doesn't he? They probably have a ward. I would not be surprised, because he knew exactly. He was looking straight at me. Oh, yeah, there's the ward. Yeah, so enemy team's just doing a fantastic job. And I'm just going to wait here. See if he can... let's see if we can bait the Murdoch here. Let's see. Boom! Let's stun him. Let's see the howitzer here. Let's do... Oh, shit! No! Well done. Well done. Outplayed as usual. And let's see if we can catch up to this Murdoch. Come on there, Grim. Very nicely done. Nothing you can do there, Murdoch. And kaboom. I get the last hit here. And let's see... Okay. So we're actually going to go for our E, just so that when we do actually use it, it's going to be nice. And I'm going to use this to speed up our howitzer to get away. Hopefully here. I'm going to try to body block the snot out of this. Oh, shit. That made me waste that here. Let's use the Shepherd's File to make sure that it's nice and... oh, very nicely done, though. And, oh, boy. I don't have my Q here. Let's use our Q, though, to try to get... oh, shit, and he did dodge it very nicely, but this Bellica should be dead here. Looks like I can just kind of keep her nice and... Oh, my E was on, though. My E was on this whole time. And, yeah, so that means that I am completely out of mana, and we're going to have to try to get out of here alive. And I am. Oh, yeah, so the really bad thing about your E is that it just takes... It eats up mana for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's just incredible. Now let's do this here, try to get in behind, but not much we can do here. Of course, we get sniped. So hey, that's just how it is, unfortunately. We're going to get it's a whole bunch of barrier here if we get that, because then we get the energy armor as well. But I'm going to get this tempered plate, to be honest with you. Let's see, in slot 6. Yeah, there we go. Gonna go that. Could go for the overflowing gifts, but I don't think at this point that would be the best. I think we just need to stay alive here and try to do something. Try to just stay safe. So there we go. Hey, save the inhibitor. But we will lose that left lane. 3 card power. Gonna go into. I kind of want to go for the overflowing gifts, to be honest with you, just so we can have that active. Do a little bit more than we otherwise will, and then get a little bit of mana regen as well. Just, I think that's a fair thing to get at this point. Just so we can have another active. Try to fulfill our role here, the design of Narbash here, kind of regenerative healing, rhythmic healing, so you can use your abilities. And also try to heal your allies as well. Alright, we're trying to come in from the behind here, but I think this Grux knows that I'm here. Yeah, he does. So we're going to try to come in here on this gadget and see what we can do. I did use my ultimate to clear a huge minion wave in the left lane. So let's see what we can do here. Here, let's try to do this here. Actually use my ability here. Let's use our Shepherd's File and this, and our E as well. See if we can stay alive, but I don't think so. Yeah. So the howitzer was not able to do very much. I mean, arguably, I probably should have just left it, and yeah. Alright, so bad engagement. We tried. Maybe activated our E, overflowing gifts, and our Shepherd's File a little bit too late. Looks like that is game. Shout out to Jason3795 for either intentionally or unintentionally DCing there. Hopefully it was not intentional. And there's our defeat. Outplayed quite a bit, but hey, so that was just really good enemy rotations, enemy game sense, and a few key misrotations by our part to save our towers. So, I mean, 27 card power against the 45. So we weren't doing that well. 6 deaths, too much. Not even a kill and not even assists. So not the greatest, but we will still take a look at the build. So here is the build, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with your Shepherd's File and 2 strike tokens. Remember that the Shepherd's File gives you mana regen, which you can then turn into health. It's not very efficient, but you can. And along with just a strike token, some strike tokens, you can stay back. And I think that works really well. You are a great support to be in with a carry, so you can really keep them alive. Make sure that they get those last hits, maybe not you, and then you can, yeah, just kind of have a good early game. Then into the Guardian's Ward, a little bit of health really helps, which I kind of feel like going for more health, to be honest with you, and we're going to do just that. We're going to add in 2 lesser healths, just so that we can fulfill our job as kind of a support tanky thing that Narbash is. After that, into the Circle of Health. Really helps with long-term sustain, keeping your team healthy. If my team allowed me to be with my the rest of my team more often, this would have came into play, and I think there's more value in this than most people think. In 1 minute, that is, well, in 100 seconds, that's 400 health. So that's almost 2 minutes time gives your allies 400 more health. I know that might not affect a team fight, but I think it's stronger than you would realize. After that Circle of Health, then you go in between Tempered and Tuned, then the Overflowing Gifts, another Tempered or Tuned, and then your Brawler's Ward that you switch out for your Guardian's Ward, because now you're pretty much quite a bit tanky, so you can get a little bit more damage as well in there, just to make sure that you can stay a little bit relevant. And your ultimate does do damage, your Thunk does a surprising amount of damage, so I think it is quite helpful. After the Brawlers, after that almost last card, then you go into your weak, tempered, or tuned, which then decides, which you get the weak, tempered, or weak tuned for whichever the majority damage type is on the enemy team. That's how you delineate between accounting for the enemy team's damage type. There's a build, guys. I mean, the whole kind of thinking is that you can give 140 health regen to nearby ally, or 140 health to nearby allies, and then this kind of ticks off every once in a while. This really isn't much different than Honor the Pure, from that gives a shield to nearby allies. It's not that much different, except you get I think you get a little bit more value out of that because it's all at once, and usually it's when a lot of damage happens, so you actually use that barrier, where this happens over 14 seconds, which you have to either make sure that you have it go off right at the beginning of a team fight, so that you can actually have that tick off a few times. I have had Honor the Pure save me and my teammates quite a few times, so I think there is more value in this overflowing gifts and the Circle of Health than you would realize. So there you guys have it. There's a build. Yeah. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Please like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, share it with the community. Of course, subscribe if you found this helpful or you simply enjoyed it. Please subscribe so I can do it for you again in the future. Please, excuse me, like always, stay optimistic and positive.